Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. So obviously what we have here is something from Rike, which I have not unwrapped yet. I just opened the box and found that that was the case. I do know what this is. And if you're thinking, the last few that he unboxed were pretty intense, I think we're going to experience something similar today. So thank you so much to Rike for sending this in. I think they actually have this on one of their websites, whether it's Rike or Ketcho or something like that. I will link it down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, let's get in. Let's get into this package here. I'm excited. It does, I'm going to be honest with you, I really thought after looking at pictures that this would be a super duper heavy box. But, I mean, to be fair, you're seeing it on a different day. I did just unbox the titanium artisan cutlery proponent. So maybe I'm just, you know, I'm not able to judge it accurately. Because that was a freaking huge knife. So, what is this? This is the Rike S05P, plain titanium handle, but Damasteel blade. Oh boy, let's take it. Let's check it out. Okay, it is still a good sized knife for sure. I think this is going to be full Rike glory. And oh my gosh, I can already see the pattern on this. Hold on, I'm buckling here. Let's take a look at the outside. Look at the layers and the. Oh man, that is beautiful. We have, Damascus. I'm having a brain fart there. Jeez. Need to drink more water. Wow. Do you see what we're about to look at here? Look at this freaking Alice in Wonderland crap. Whoa, okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. What on earth is going on here? What? Look at that deep edge, crazy man. This is an absolute fever dream of a pattern. What is going? Honestly, it looks like multiple different patterns that they have forged into one blade. Oh my gosh, that is wild. I'm not used to seeing Damasteel patterns like that. I'm used to seeing. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh man. I'm 100% used to seeing a continuous pattern in Damasteel. That it amazes me that I can still have things sent. There's so many other elements of this knife that are really cool, and I cannot get over the blade right now. It amazes me that after almost 3,700 uploads. Think about how many crazy knives I've handled, right? I keep thinking, you know, I still love knives and I'm still surprised, but eventually I'm going to hit a point where I cannot be enthusiastic about this stuff anymore. And then something like this comes up. I didn't even know this was possible. I thought they were forced to. I've seen cast knives on Instagram where they have like really ornate patterns and they crisscross and they obviously can manipulate the outcome of the pattern, but there's still some sense of pattern, some sense of continuous pattern, right? I thought they had to follow rules. Apparently not. Apparently you can just carve out certain spaces and can be whatever pattern. There's like spider webs and candy canes and freaking jungle gyms. I'm pretty sure that's a Japanese symbol right there, unless it's on accident, right? I don't know what's going on over here. Checkered boards and jeez. This is just unreal. Wow. And it is actually, I know people are going to be like, are we sure it's layers? I think maybe. No, it's layered. It's layered. You can actually see the layers right here. That is Damasteel. And so that means that it's not just for pretties. It's actually a functional composition. That would be, if it is, they list it as Damasteel, so it has to be the proprietary Damasteel. That means it is RWL 34 and PMC 27. The rest of this, right? I mean, it's like if you were just looking at the handle, you would think that's really cool, but there's no way you could guess what this was the blade attached to it. But very stylish, continuous. Look at the blade to handle ratio. Not only does it look 1-to-1, but it also, what am I looking at right here? Oh, it's just part of the pattern. I thought it was a signature or something. It's almost a perfect 1-to-1. Look how close the tip gets. But also, can you touch the tip? Nope. No, you slide right over the top of it. Boy, it is so close. So close. Man. It's also really tall. I think the flipper tab is a little too low profile. You can get at it, but I think I should have peaked it over a little bit more so you can get more of a push button there. But it's surprisingly comfortable. You've got a little notch right here. This is not compound. It's just a recurve that turns into... I mean, I don't know what we want to call this. Recurve, scimitar, modified clip point, Tanto generation 3900 Kamehameha 360 high five Tuesday surprise bologna sandwich. Whatever we want to call it, I have no idea. But it certainly looks cool, and it is definitely a little bit thick behind the edge. This is a deep etch. You can feel it. Man, that is so cool. That is so weird. It's like a quilt. I mean, that's what it makes me think of. It's just like a really random patchwork quilt. God, look at all the little sections. They must have made different blocks and then found a way to pattern weld the blocks together. And then this is the outcome. Unreal, dude. Unreal. That is insane. And then you get a really nice polished pivot collar with it. Anodized titanium. Damascus clip, Damascus backspacer. Maybe brass or something. The liner, the sandwich liners. A little fuller that runs down there. Is it a Damascus or is it just plasma anode? It's the Rike knife logo. Oh, I think that there's Damascus too. That is cool, man. I'm just, like, seeing stuff like this just gets me excited because I'm like, man, there's so much still coming. There's so much left to find and enjoy. This will undoubtedly be an expensive knife, guys. I mean, like, if anybody's bubble was not burst yet, I mean, most people seeing this, they're gonna be like, okay, that's really cool, but I'm sure it's expensive. It's definitely gonna be expensive, right? We're not talking thousands. But it's not going to be a cheap knife. Rike has some of the most premium and most precision, production quality, production execution on earth alongside, I'm going to say Riot and Max Ace right now. Those are kind of the leaders when it comes to, like, if you want to buy something, you need to know everything's going to be perfect. Well, those are the big ones there. I mean, there's a lot of companies doing it, but you want it perfect and you want it in this territory. I just cannot get over how close that tip is. Look at this. I'm honestly not catching it. That is amazing. It's really close, and there's no detent lash. If there was any detent lash at all, that might be a problem. It's almost like they're intentionally like, look how close to the edge we can get. Look how precision we can get this. That is wild, man. Okay. This is not an unboxing and first impressions. I'm sorry, this is not a review. It definitely is just an unboxing and first impressions. So I don't have any other information about this guy, but I will link it down below. It's over 8 inches, by the way. This is 8 1/8. What's the blade length? Let's see how crazy. So look at this. If you want to go to this tip of the frame, 3.65 inches, you want to go to the middle of the frame above the pivot, which is where I would measure. It's almost 3.75 inches of blade, but you easily have 3.5 inches, more than 3.5 inches of cutting edge, 3.6 inches of cutting edge with a large sharpening choil. I wouldn't call that a finger choil. Ooh, that's an unsafe area to put your finger. Very cool though, very wild, holy moly. Well, this was a wild one. That's going to be pretty much it. Like I said, I'll link this down in the description. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.